Hello and welcome back to the Month of Death. This time on the table is a song by Mike Dorn. This is a discography bit of the song Jason Andrew Relva by Green Day from the album 2001 International Super Hits, as well as the soundtrack for the movie Angus. Let's start off with release dates. The song was released on July 10th, 1995 on the formats of promo CD and vinyl. While I have never heard the song on the radio, it did hit 22 on the Hot 100 airplay charts. For copies sold, I can't find anything on it. No certification, so its copies sold is unknown. For charting positions, it didn't hit anything high. 22 on the Hot 100 radio airplay, number 1 for US Alternative, and 63 for Canada. And that's it. For track listings for the vinyl, we have Jason Andrew Relva and Enemies Sleepus. The song Endless Sleepus is from the album Dookie. It's track 12 out of 14 on Dookie. Endless Sleepus is about a guy seeing a friend that he hasn't seen in a while, but has really changed, not for the good. So it makes the guy sick and want to go home. But his friend isn't the same anymore. Lyrics to back this up. How have you been? It wasn't long ago. I was just like you, and now I think you're sick and I want to go home. It's been so long. What have you done with all your time and what went wrong? I knew you back when, and you knew me, and now I think I'm sick and I want to go home. And anybody ever say no, ever tell you that you weren't right? Where did that little kid go? Did you lose in a hateful fight? And you know it's true. It was long ago. I was just like you, and now I think you're sick and I want to go home. It's played in the typical Dookie sound, not too fast, but kind of fast. It's more or less kind of repetitive sounding to it. It sounds kind of generic and repetitive, but it isn't too bad because it's such a short track. It's just a verse, chorus, small bass, then some singing, then it goes back into the chorus, and then it's over. A nice, neat track, but that's it. It's also written by Mike Dorn. Now let's talk about what Jason Andrew Relva is about. This song's about Mike's friend Jason Relva smashing into a tree and instantly killing him. Mike expresses his feelings, saying, "My friend drove off the other day, now he's gone, and all they say is you gotta live 'cause life goes on. But now I see I'm mortal too, and I can't live my life like you. Gotta live it up while life goes on, and I think it's alright that I do what I like, 'cause that's the way I want to live. It's how I give, I'm still giving. You know that, I know that you're watching me. Gotta make a plan, gotta do what's right. Can't run around circles if you want to build a life. But I don't want to make a plan for a day far away. While I'm young and able, all I want to do is, yeah." So clearly Mike has accepted his friend's death and has opened up his own eyes for him. Mike is saying in this track, I'm really sad that Jason is dead, but he gave it all he got. But I'm going to continue giving. I'm not mortal too, but I'm moving on and making the best of this. I know exactly how Mike feels. I had this friend back in middle school. Her name was Sabrina Almes, and in December 2015, she dragged waste on East Avenue North shortly after school in Battle Creek, Michigan. She was going 103 miles per hour. She ended up smashing into a tree, killing her and Kaylee Woodman. I didn't know either of them very well, but Sabrina, her and I occasionally talked. The only conversation we had on Facebook was that she messaged me and told me I was smart. She then said, "You delete it." I replied, "Yeah, because I take back what I said." This was back in 2011. Rest in peace, Sabrina. So is this track remembered? Yeah, I guess so. A lot of people seem to remember this track, mostly Green Day fans, so. But let's see what the community thinks of this song. I love this song. The song Mike writes are always good, but what I like is about something kind of sad, but they make it sound great and almost happy, so it's not so depressing. Possibly, another person said, possibly one of the greatest songs of all time on so many levels. Jason Andrew Relva must be very proud of the song. If you get see inside my head, then you start to understand the things I value in my heart. It's just perfect. Another person said, great OP as ever. It was quite emotional just to read. It is maybe Green Day's saddest song, but it still has that uncanny ability to be an upbeat sounding song. And then finally somebody else said, I remember when I first heard the song, and I literally listened to it for a week straight non-stop. It's so powerful and perfect. And then they put the live version they played in Detroit on Awesomeness. So Jason Andrew Relva starts off with Mike's bass, and then the whole song just comes crashing in. You would think that it would have a depressing nature to it, but it doesn't. Yet you can still feel how depressing this track is. The bridge is amazing, and then once it goes into the guitar solo, you can feel the energy coming off of Mike's bass and his emotions. The way that this track ends is so catchy and sums up the whole song. I love it. It ends with Billy and Mike singing the last part with only Mike's bass. And for times played live, Endless Sleepus has only been played live only 5 times. Next to, just go look at the picture I have on screen. It makes it their 131st most played track. That's far down the list. And then Jason Andrew Relva has been played 37 times, and is their 71st most played track. So the song hasn't been played live a lot. Artwork! Don't you like how generic and boring this is? Personal. Mike Dirnt, bass writer, background vocals. Billy Joe Armstrong, lead vocals and guitar. Trey Cool, drumming. Features of this track: electric rock instrumentation, punk influences, mild rhythmic instrumentation, a light swing groove, major key tonality, vocal harmonies. Other notes: this song was originally recorded for Dookie, and you can still find the Dookie demos for this on YouTube. But they decided to not really put it on the album for some reason. And this track is one of Green Day's few tracks to not have a music video for it. Jason Relva is snaking the album list of Kerplunk. I don't have the thank yous for my version of 1039 Without Slappy Hours, but I have the original 1990 one release. So, there's a live version from the Awesome played in Detroit, Michigan. So, in the end, this track is simply pure awesome. The bass is a lot heavier in this track, as it is centered around Mike. The depressing nature of this track, but yet still finding a way to be happy and moving forward in life, really teaches us that good can come from tragedies. One day, though, we won't have death or pain, because we will all die one day. If you're religious like I am, Revelation 21:4 says, He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death, crying, mourning, or pain, for the old order of things have passed away. Whether or not you're religious, a lot of people are. With this being said, here's a life lesson. This video is in loving memory of Sabrina Alarmas. I know she's in heaven. With this being said, I hope you guys have a good night.
Gotta make a plan, gotta do what's right. Can't run around in circles if you wanna build a rock. I wanna make a plan, but it took no way. All the one, all I wanna do is